Hello again, welcome to another video. Hope you're well. In this video I'm going to be talking about the various cameras that I've collected over the years of being into photography. Now a few of these I haven't got anymore, but I'll include them and talk about them anyway. So let's get to it. So, and also just like to point out that this list is also going to be in the order that I got the cameras, not in the order of what camera is going to be older or which one's younger. Now, the first digital SLR that I ever had was a Canon 350D. I used this for probably quite a while with the standard 18-55 kit lens and actually got some pretty good photos. I mostly did photos of like skate parks and that, and people on BMX and skateboards doing tricks and that. And that's kind of where I got started within photography. And the other thing that this camera also was used for was the very first time that I went to a motorsport event to do BSB. This was at Brands Hatch and it was very, very wet. But the camera survived, but this time I was using some other lenses to obviously get a bit more out of the camera. The next camera after this was a Canon 40D. This was a much needed upgrade. The size of the 40D was a lot better, so it was a lot easier for me to hold. It also had a vertical grip, which made it easier shooting with heavier lenses, but this served me for quite a while, doing a few more motorsport events the following year. Now, then I started a photography course at college, where you got to learn about film and how to process film, how to make prints in a darkroom. So because of this, I was interested in getting a few film cameras. Now, at this point in time, I have about 4 film cameras. Now, the first one I got was an EOS 100. This, as you can see, looks pretty much identical to, well, a Canon SLR. In fact, obviously at the back you don't have a screen, and you open it up, you can put the film in. So this was good because I could use all the lenses I already have, so I had a lot of flexibility when shooting film. Now, the next camera I brought was a Praktica MTL3. This was just because I fancied something old, really. And the fact that it's a fully manual camera meant I was pretty much having to do all the work in terms of exposure, shutter speed and aperture myself. And these Praktica lenses, they're built like tanks, so they can last forever. Now, after this, I then decided to upgrade from the EOS 100 and get an EOS 5. I actually spotted this in a charity shop at a very good price, so I was like, I'm definitely getting that. But this has a few more features than that. It can shoot at a higher frame rate, which is why it was good because I wanted to do a few film stuff in motorsport photography. And also the fact that it actually has eye tracking focusing, where rather than you selecting the focus point, you can actually just look where you want to focus, which is something that I'm actually quite amazed isn't actually in cameras today. Now, the final film camera that I have is a Canon AT1. This is pretty much a cheaper and non-auto exposure version of the legendary AE1 program. Now really, the only reason I wanted this was just because I wanted an old Canon film camera, just because I'm a Canon nerd. Now, back to digital, and this is where I then decided that to upgrade from the 40D, I then got a 50D. This was just really a slight upgrade. It even used the same vertical grip, it's pretty much the same camera, just with a slightly better image sensor and better image processing, so it had better low light, and it had a few more megapixels than the 40D. Now, onto the camera that I'm using now. This is a Canon EOS 7D. This thing's an absolute beast when it comes to motorsport. The autofocus is amazing. It's got a lot of flexibility in terms of AF points and AF modes, and it also, the motor drive is amazing as well for capturing moments, and well, in general it's just a great camera. Which I did use it for a small amount of time to do video, which it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for in terms of the actual image quality. Now, the final camera list is what you're actually watching this video on. This is a Panasonic Lumix G7. The main reason I got this was because it's absolutely tiny. So it's quite good for like kind of a walkabout camera if I don't want to take a big SLR about my whole camera bag. And the other main reason is because, as you can hopefully see and tell, is that it can shoot 4K video, which is great for doing stuff like YouTube and, well, really, even if you're downsampling it to 1080p video, it still retains a lot of image quality. Now, I hope this video was interesting in showing all the various cameras that I've collected over the years. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.